Hello, my name is Gianfranco Moreno from the EFWA team, and I'm going to show you how I'm validating username and user email to be unique when anybody's trying to open a new account. So I'm going to click to open an account, and let's say I'm going to start typing here an email address, and I'm going to pick one, and then when I go to the next one it will allow me to go, but I'm going to type this username, which is a username that I already have stored in the database, and when I click tab to go to the next option, it says username already exists, please enter a different username. So if I change the thing, the error disappears, and then it gets validated. If I go back, it'll show the message again. If I change it again, it will get validated. And the same happens with the email address. So let me put some email that I already know that I have in the database, which is this. This is my email, this is my username. So when I start typing, then it says that email is already in use, please enter a different email. And if I change the email, the validation passes. So if I click submit, it will go through. Now, how am I doing that? I'm using something called an obstructive validation, which is a mix between jQuery and how MVC works. So it's pretty simple. I'm using a property in the model called remote, and then I'm adding the validate username action, and then the controller, and then I call the post, and it's gonna do an AJAX call to this method in this controller, which is gonna go to the database, check if the username exists, and depending on what comes back from the database, it's gonna show that message. And it's doing an AJAX call because I don't need to do a full post for me to validate this. So you see, it's pretty quick. It's not really, it doesn't look that I'm going all the way into the database. It's really fast. So it's pretty simple to implement. I'm using it also for the user email. So I'm gonna go to this method in the home controller to see how am I doing it. It's doing an HTTP post, and it's allowing anonymous connections because I'm using already user identity. So I need to let the controller know that this is for anonymous user access. So I'm sending the username, which is this, and I'm sending it to the database to validate the username. If I get something different than a null, which means that it didn't went to the database, something went wrong. If the response is valid true, then I'm gonna return the message, the error message, in a JSON format. Username already exists, please enter a different username, which is the message that I get here. And if it's if the username doesn't exist, I just return a true statement, which is gonna make the control pass the validation. Simple as that. And I'm doing the same thing for the user email, and I'm also just adding a couple of error messages here in the model. So that's it. Thank you.